Jairzinho, are you there? There he is, my man. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you, Ariel?
I'm doing well. Congratulations on the win. Hard fought victory. I thought you were dominant from the beginning to the end. And obviously, Mark Goddard and everyone involved called it off going into the fifth. Were you surprised that he was able to last as long as he did, given the damage that you were pouring on him throughout the fight?
No, I wasn't surprised. The work that we had in and the game plan that we had was exactly what we wanted to accomplish. So going forward, we kind of know, like from the third round, he doesn't want to fight anymore.
What do you mean by that? He doesn't want to fight anymore, from a cardio standpoint, or just like he just doesn't have that extra gear?
He like from a cardio standpoint, like the damage he took in the previous round. So in the third round, we already know, like, okay, after the third round, he was already complaining to his corners. So while we were talking, I was getting instructions. We were keeping eye on him, so we know which way to go and put the pressure, and nowhere to put the pressure.
He was, somewhat of a prospect, if you will, undefeated going into this fight. Were you buying all of that, or did you not feel? You have fought everyone at this point in the heavyweight division. It seems. Did you not feel like he was on your level even going into the fight?
Not that he wasn't on my level. He has a perfect record. We have to give him that. But it's also a challenge for me as a fighter, fighting someone that's undefeated. And it's always fighters like that had that confidence. So I've been there, so I know exactly how he felt coming into this one.
So you win this fight, and it's been, a bit of a pattern. Win one, lose one, win one, lose one for you. How do we now build off of this and go on a streak to, be a major player at heavyweight in the UFC?
Right now, I make a lot of change. I make a lot of change in my staff
Okay.
and myself as in personal. I feel like after the Overing fight, I was kind of navigating a little bit away from my power source, which is Suriname. So right now, I'm taking a couple of steps back, go back home, recalibrate, reconnect with Suriname, get myself back together. And this was a small piece of what I accomplished with my journey that I just started like a few months ago.
So when you say like making changes, does that mean you're going to live back home and train? Like, what is it? What does that mean?
No, I'm gonna still live in Florida. Um, I'm gonna go back home right now, reconnect with Suriname, stay there a little bit, I think 2 3 weeks, and then come back and get back right back into the lab. And I want to get in there like July, August. I think that's the perfect time frame. So that's what I meant. Like, my journey right now, the way I feel also as a person, as a man, everything
Hmm.
coming together. So I feel more relaxed, and even in the octagon, that shows.
Why? Just curious. Why is it important? Like, why is a missing ingredient to reconnect with Suriname? Why is that important to you and the way in which you fight?
That's my real power source. Going back to Suriname, lay down in the river, get my power. I feel like in Suriname. We are more of a we like to be reconnect with culture. Go into the river, lay grounding with the earth, stuff like that. I feel like I was losing my power, navigating of my true self, which brought me to this higher level. And I feel like I need to gain that again, and feel as a human being, feel better. Being in America, it's nice, it's beautiful, but all those things and everything, it's a little bit too much sometimes.
Hmm.
So take the rest, get away of everything, go in the jungle, relax, lay down in the river. That's one of the main things. Grounding and connect with earth. That's one of my main thing I used to do like back in the day, and it brings me relaxed. It brings everything. Like it makes me relax in everything. Also in my personal life, and I hadn't do that for a while, and I feel like I really missed it. My soul is asking for that. It's asking for that. So that's one
Wow.
of the main things for me.
I love that. So you will actually like go and spend time in the jungle over there?
Something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Will you sleep
Being
there,
there
or is
for
it
more
just
than
like the
10 days.
surroundings
I
around where you
Now I
live?
sleep there. We sleep there. I chill there. Yeah, I bring my whole
Wow.
family. We've been there for no cell phones. We can take some pictures, but no cell phones. We just relax, just focus on ourselves.
How long will you stay there for in the jungle?
A week, 5 days to a week. Yeah.
And what do you eat over there?
We bring our own food. We even go hunting, stuff like that. And then that journey it's different. I don't know if I can like film that and show it to the fans, but that's one of the main thing. And I feel like I miss that power. I miss it. Like my soul's
No, I
asking
get
for
it.
it.
I get it. There's no place like home, as they say, right?
Definitely not.
America's great, but what's interesting is in Suriname, I've seen the clips. Like, you're very well known over there. You're obviously a big celebrity, so I would imagine there's some distractions when you're there as well. How do you kind of stay away from that? Because in America, maybe you can kind of go by without as many people knowing you, but over there, you're a huge deal. So does that run counter to what you're saying here as well? You want to be left alone, but you're going to be bothered a lot more. And I don't say bothered in a negative way, but just a lot of people coming up to you, right?
No, that's true. I'm a kind of big deal back home. People showing me the love when they see me. It doesn't matter when they see me, where they see me. But the thing is, I manage myself a different way now, and I have more time for myself. Because imagine getting into the UFC, got blown up. Everybody's calling for your attention, even friends and family pulling on to you. You don't have time for yourself, and I feel like you should not. You should never let that happen. You always have to have time for yourself. Get yourself together. Keep your mind calm, and do what you always do. So that works.
We just had Curtis Blades on, and he's fighting Jalton Almeida, who you, of course, fought. You have a history with Curtis Blades as well. How do you see that fight playing out?
For me, I think it's a good one for both of them. Both have like wrestling and jiu-jitsu background. Curtis Blades have a lot of experience. Ahmad is a little bit new to the game. Also a perfect record. It's a crazy one. I can't pick anything, but I'm definitely know it's gonna be a good one to watch.
Okay. I remember in January, I reported on the show that this card, the March 2nd card that you were on, was supposed to be in Saudi Arabia and it was going to be moved back to Las Vegas. And I'm not sure if it's you doing your social media or if it's someone else, but I saw that you wrote that like you didn't know about that was the first that you heard about it. And so I'm just wondering if you were upset with how things worked out because you went from a potential like historic card, first ever UFC card in Saudi Arabia, to then back at the Apex.
I wasn't upset, but when I found out, I found out actually at the gym. I came to the gym that morning. It was Monday to do my wrestling practice, and or was it Tuesday? I don't remember. But I came to the gym, and one of the guys here said like, "Your fight's gonna move." I'm like, "No, I'm fighting March 2nd." He's like, "You didn't know it's canceled, or it's gonna move." I'm like, "Oh." So I went to my phone, and I'm not doing my social media, but I'm on it. So I went to my phone, check on my Instagram, check on my Facebook, and I saw a lot of things. So I called my guy, and then he started investigating. And I called my manager, it was Lou, and then he called the UFC. And the UFC answered at first, everything's still the same, nothing changed on our end. And then in 2 3 hours, they called back. So everything, the date's gonna stay the same, but we're gonna move it to the Apex. So I was like, all right, that's fine with me. I'm fighting, and that's the most important part. And then yeah,
Would you have liked to fight on that first card in Saudi Arabia? Were you looking forward to that?
definitely, it's supposed to be my first time in Saudi as well. So I think it's supposed to be a good one. Yeah, I never been on that side of the world yet. So
Yes. And what about the Apex? Are you tired of fighting there? You've been fighting there a lot.
yeah, I want to say I fought there, fought many guys in there. I'm not tired of fighting there. Fighting there, it's easy. It's well known now, like Las Vegas. I know where to go to eat, especially in fight week. It's hard with food. So now that I know the area, it's easier for me to fight in Las Vegas than for an example in Saudi. So it's supposed to be new, but we'll see in the future what it is.
Okay. I just meant like, because you got to fight in front of a crowd the last fight, big arena,
Oh,
stuff like
I
that, as
got you.
opposed
No,
to,
no, no. Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what
Yeah.
I mean?
It's different, but I hear my coach is better. But I love the
Yeah.
crowd. I love the crowd better. Like, I mean, the crowd's cheering your name. That gives a different feeling. Nobody beats that, and nothing beats that.
Did you see? Of course. Did you see this this crazy stat that you have now the same amount or more main events as every champion in the UFC except for John Jones? That was your sixth main event. Pantoja has 0, O'Malley 2, Taporia 2, Islam 5, Leon 6, so tied with you. DDP 1, Pereira 4. I mean, like, that's crazy. Did you know that?
I mean, I didn't know that going into the fight, and then while I was in fight week, media day, and then everybody started talking about it, so I pay a little bit close attention to that. But I'm happy that the UFC see the main event caliber in me, and they know I can bring the main event action. So that's a plus for me as a person and also as a fighter.
So if it's up to you, who's your next main event against? Who's your next fight against? Who would you like to fight?
I like for me, I don't like to call names, but everybody that ranks above me, especially guys that I didn't fought yet, makes sense for me. Like for an example, I didn't fight Spivak, Tom, Taito Ifasa is a good one. I think it's one more or two more that's up there I didn't fought. So I mean Derek, all those guys they are good fights, and definitely main events going up to that one will be amazing.
I would love to see you and Tai Tuivasa. I know he's fighting soon as well. If he
Yeah.
wins, I think that would make a lot of sense. Are you going to watch Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua on Friday? And if so, do you think Francis can beat Anthony?
I'm definitely gonna watch. I hope he wins, but I know Anthony is a tough one.
Yeah.
Anthony fought like I think most of the more one of the if I the most craziest and better boxers in boxing, if you ask me, than the other champions in boxing. So it's a big challenge for Francis. I hope he wins, and yeah, good luck to them both.
Okay. You as an MMA guy, and like, are you rooting for Francis?
Not rooting, but I hope he wins. He came from
Okay.
MMA. I shared the octagon with him. His story is great, so I'll cheer for him. Yeah, yeah, I'll go with that.
All right. Well, good luck to you as you go back home and get to spend some time over there. Safe travels and congratulations on the big win. Very impressive performance and looking forward to what's next for you later on this year. Thanks for the time as always, Jairzinho.
Thank you, Ariel. Appreciate it.
All right, there he is, Jairzinho Rozenstruik, joining us after his big main event win on Saturday at the Apex against Shamil Gaziev. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it very much. Hey, if you like this video, give us the old thumbs up. Subscribe as well. You could get many more of these videos on the channel, so please do that. We would love you forever if you did so.